All right, Sean Zettel, FightHype.com here. WBC lightweight champion of the world, Devin Haney. Devin, what's going on, man? Whole lot going on during this quarantine, but a lot going on in the lightweight division and around your name, as always. Just wanted to start with it hot, man. What'd you think of Teofimo Lopez responding to you on Twitter, or really, reaching out on Twitter and making some comments saying, what was it? Damn kid, you annoying, shut the fuck up, or something like that. What'd you think of that?
Teofimo always says he always got something to say, but he never says that he will fight me or that he wants to fight me. He always talks about the future, whatever. Shut up, kid, whatever. But when I'm tweet, my tweet was about how I'll put money up against whoever that in the lightweight division that I'll beat them, and he never said, okay, well, listen, I'll match that. Let's fight.
Why do you think with other fighters, whether it's Teofimo or let's focus on Teofimo, but even other fighters like Ryan Garcia, Gervonta, they aren't as willing or like chomping at the bit like you seem to be to make these fights?
I mean, it's the proof is in the pudding. They know how much of a threat I am. They know, that it's much easier fights out there, and it's a big risk to fighting me, point blank, period.
But
if they fight a guy like Lomachenko and then they lose, it won't look so bad. They have everything to gain and not much to lose fighting Lomachenko. They know that if they lose to me, then it's all bad.
It's like they don't want to be your stepping stone. Not
at all. I mean, it's like I said, the proof is in the pudding. If you lose to Lomachenko, they know that they can come back from it much easier. Not many people is expecting for for Teofimo to beat Loma. Not saying that it can't happen, because this is boxing. Anything can happen. I don't understand that. But if he loses, it's not so bad.
Well, but you guys have, been going back and forth for years now. Back at Pacquiao Broner, you even faced off with each other, said a few words. But why has this fight been building up so much?
I mean, listen, I've been trying to make this fight for a while now. The WBC put us all in a tournament. Me, Luke Campbell was the number one contender. So it was me, Zara Abdullah, and Javier Fortuna and Teofimo Lopez. Javier Fortuna backed out of the tournament. Teofimo went the opposite way. He went towards the IBF and whatever that way. So that left me and Zara Abdullah. Zara Abdullah was ranked higher than me. He was ranked number 2. I fought Zara Abdullah, and this was when Mikey Garcia was champion. Mm-hmm. And then Mikey Garcia went to that's when he went and fought Earl Spence or whatever, and they made him Demetrius or whatever you call it, champion.
Emeritus.
Yeah. Well, he did that. So I'm thinking that that the winner of me and Zara Abdullah will fight Luke Campbell for the title. Then here comes Loma. Loma comes in and they they make him mandatory to fight him versus Luke Campbell.
Right.
Which I was like confused, because he wasn't even ranked in the top 10, which he was champion in another weight class, which no one knew that can happen. I think it was like the first time in history that anybody just came from a different organization and wasn't ranked or whatever. I didn't complain. I said whatever. I fought Zara Abdullah. Luke Campbell fought
Lomachenko, right? But at that point, the title was vacant because Mikey Garcia, as you were touching on earlier, moved up to fight Errol Spence. But you were at that time ranked number 1 contender, and at
that time, Luke Campbell was number 1,
right?
And that's when he fought Loma, and Zara Abdullah was number 2, and I was number 3.
Right.
So that's how that happened. I beat Zara Abdullah. Luke Campbell lost to
Lomachenko,
which made me the mandatory to fight Loma, and then Loma vacated, and I won the interim belt from Zara Abdullah, and that's what bumped me up to world champion.
Right, but it's people try to speak on the way you got the world title, but the fact is, could Lomachenko and you have fought following the Luke Campbell fight? Like,
Absolutely, absolutely. I wanted the fight to happen. I was saying before Zara Abdullah, before I even fought Zara Abdullah, I was saying that I would fight Loma.
and did you?
I was saying that I would fight Teofimo. I was saying I would fight Luke Campbell. I thought that when I first signed with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, we thought that me and Luke Campbell, that was a fight to be made. That was a fight that we were talking about from day one. From when I first met Eddie Hearn, we were talking about making a fight with me and Luke Campbell. I went to Luke Campbell's fight in Philadelphia. That's a fight that I wanted to make happen. He was number one contender. At that time, Loma, we knew Loma could have been a possible opponent, but our main focus was Luke Campbell because he was number one contender. It was vacant.
Did you?
Mikey Garcia, let me back it up. At that time, we really didn't know if Mikey Garcia was going to vacate or not, but it was going around that he probably would vacate and go fight Earl Spence.
Right, but following the, it may have even been the night you fought Antonio Moran. You may have you were even planning on fighting Luke Campbell for that vacant belt. But again, it was all waiting on Mikey Garcia to vacate, wasn't it? But didn't you also upon I think it was following Lomachenko fighting Campbell, you sent him something on Instagram. Isn't that right? When you said let's make a fight happen?
Yeah, I said let's fight, and he didn't respond.
What? Do you think?
I don't remember exactly when that was. Like in between, like all this that was going on. I don't remember exactly when that was like. But I've been calling Loma's name for a while now.
Do you think it's a matter of what is it then that makes people not like? Is it that people aren't taking it seriously? Is it maybe because? What do you think?
I mean, at this point, any fight, any one of those guys, me versus Teofimo, me versus Ryan, me versus Loma, me versus anybody that I possibly fight, like any one of those guys is going to be a huge fight. So they used to say it wasn't worth it. Guys who back in the day, a long time ago, they would I was calling their name and they were saying basically if they weren't gaining nothing or they were just shooing me off, and now they're not even in the game. I don't even know if they're even still fighting.
Do you think
they're not even? Nobody even pays attention to them.
Like who? Like who are you talking about?
I know what I'm talking about.
Do you think? But do you think part of it is the mentality of fighters today that they've come up in an era where like Crawford Spence hasn't happened, Wilder Joshua never happened, Floyd versus Manny took a really long time to happen. Do you think it's a thing where guys just they're so used to just talking about names but not actually making the fight happen? So when people hear you start saying names, they're not taking it as seriously as you wish?
I wouldn't necessarily say that because big fights are happening.
Right.
Not Tank. Loma and Teofimo, that's a big fight. They both, Loma's, in his prime and Teo's like, going into his prime. So that's a big fight that could be made. But it seems like when it comes to Devin Haney, they just don't want to fight me. Because this big fight that's being made, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, that's a huge fight. They're both at the top. There's a lot of big fights being made, but it seems like when it comes to Devin Haney, it's just a different tone.
Do you almost want Teofimo to win that fight now so you can fight him following the Lomachenko fight? Because it's.
I mean, I really don't care, to be honest. I'll take either one. I just want the winner to fight me. Like, it doesn't matter who wins, whoever. Loma wins, okay? Teofimo wins, okay? I want the winner to fight me. I can say whoever I want to win, but it really doesn't matter if the winner's not fighting me. I really don't care.
What does Bob Arum and that team over there in ESPN say? There's no way the fight can happen unless Devin Haney comes to ESPN.
I mean, we just have to cross that road when we get there, to be honest.
Right.
Because we could go into politics about all in the sport. We can go all through politics, but at the end of the day, I'm in my fighter mode right now, and not necessarily my promoter, I don't have my promoter cap on right now. Right now, I'm talking as a fighter, and I'm seeing the fights that I want. I'm not really talking about the politics.
Well, being in fighter mode, you sparred with Teofimo before, so you know what you got on your hands. How would you beat him? Being in fighter mode, what could you share with us? Maybe not everything, but what could you share with us? Listen,
I can share that in the sparring session, Teofimo couldn't hit me. Teofimo could have hit me. It wasn't. Everyone saw that when me and him had met face to face, he was saying all this stuff. How he stopped me, how he did this and he did that. When we met face to face, it was a different tone. He didn't say any of that. Everyone saw clearly how he acted when we got in front of each other because he knows the truth and he knows what happened.
Well, you guys are both. Would you say? I mean, you guys are both. You're all around, but would you say you're both kind of natural counter punchers? You and Teofimo.
Yeah, you can say that.
And you know, since we can only guess what happened, was it that it was since you're taller and longer and got a really good jab and got good movement, was it hard for a guy waiting on counters to did you not did you not give him much because and
he didn't hit me.
Right, okay. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's not overcomplicate it.
That's it.
Okay. How'd he stack up when you're talking about the best guys you ever worked with?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, and this not even like nothing against him. Like, I got something against him, and I really just hate him or nothing like that. This ain't nothing like that. But when I spar him, I'll tell this honest to God truth. When I spar him, I didn't think like he was nothing special. Like, I never like some guys you think like, oh, he got talent or he's that or you go into a spar session. And you're like, I gotta be on my A game today. When I sparred him, it was just like another day. And it's no disrespect or no shade to him. I'm just speaking the honest about truth.
No, you always keep it 100 when talking about sparring and really everything. Well, I guess then what I meant was possible it's just a bad style matchup for him.
Like even when I was sparring Khan, I knew I had to be in my A game. Every day I brought my A game. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what he accomplished in the sport. I knew that he had experience. I knew what I was up against. But Teofimo, he wasn't the Teofimo that he is now. Like, nobody really knew him that much, so I didn't think nothing of the sparring session.
Is it maybe also just bad style matchup? Like, you can't. Hey.
You gotta ask him that. I don't know.
Gotcha.
It was what it was.
Is this the fight though that like are you looking for just any of these fights would Teofimo and Haney, would that make a star? You feel like?
I mean, one fight could make a star just out of the type of performance. You can fight anybody and on these days and it can make you a star if you put on a great performance or a devastating knockout or anything like that. I think it's a huge fight that a lot of the fans, would love to see. A lot of people would tune in. Yeah.
Is it a fight that makes more since you're champion and he's got a belt? Is it a fight that makes more sense than you and Ryan right now? Ryan Garcia.
I mean, me and Ryan, that's like a huge fight. Like belts really don't even matter in that fight, to be honest with you, because the fight is huge. I
mean, I don't know if you checked it, but Eddie Reynoso today said that he feels they're 2 or 3 fights away from doing that type of fight for Ryan.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I mean, his coach is I don't know. I wouldn't want to say he's telling the truth because I want the fight, but I mean, his coach has his opinion, and you gotta respect his opinion at the end of the day. I hope he's not saving Ryan because I want him to tell Ryan that he's 100% ready and that he should fight me because I want to make the fight happen.
But is it in a way? Would it since you and Ryan is almost like the Floyd De La Hoya fight? Like is it better timing to do the Teofimo or Tank Davis fight first and build up to the Ryan Garcia fight? Let you guys build up.
Man, I can say what order.
Oh yeah, you're not in promoter mode.
No. But look, I can say what order I want these guys in, but in reality, it really doesn't matter because we don't even know when it's gonna happen, who it may be, or when it's gonna happen. Teofimo could say, "Oh yeah, if I beat Lomachenko, I'll fight Devin Haney." Well, it's somebody who he's most of the world thinks that he's gonna lose the fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if he pulls off the unthinkable, then he'll fight me.
Is it the unthinkable to you, or?
I mean, it's boxing. Anything can happen.
Right.
Anything can happen. You know, he has heavy hands. You know, he's a big puncher. He can pull off the knockout. Or, you know, you may go in there with a great game plan and execute. You know, I wouldn't put nothing past him. I don't think that, you know, Loma is a fucking alien and he's just unbeatable. I definitely think that he's beatable. So if it happens, then it happens. But I hope the winner fights me. If the winner doesn't fight me, who gives a fuck?
I might probably be talking to Bob Arum tomorrow. Anything you'd want to pass along to Bob to try and actually make the fights happen?
Ask him if the winner would fight me for all the belts.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, the franchise title, Teofimo can't win the franchise title. So it's not an undisputed fight.
Mm-hmm.
If one guy can only win, then it's not an undisputed fight. So the franchise title is not a belt. So it's not an undisputed fight. So ask him if the winner will fight me.
But you know, that's why touching on again fights like Crawford Spence, because yeah, big fights are happening, but you know, outside of Wilder and Fury, you haven't seen Bob really reach across the aisle in a big fight like that. So, you know, we'll, I know you say you don't have your promoter hat on, but where do you go if that side is just simply like, no, Devin?
As far as politics, but what you say?
You know, what do you do if that side just goes, no, we don't want to put our guys in the ring with you?
What can I do? I gotta fight the other guys in my division, or I'll move up and fight the guys at 140. And if they won't fight me at 140, then shit, I go to 147. It is what it is.
You go all the way up to 147?
That would be crazy if I would have to go up all the way to 147 just to get a big fight. I'm gonna put the positive energy out there and know that the guys at 135 will fight.
Right, and that's the fights everybody wants to see.
Yeah, I mean, the 135-pound division is, I think, the best division in boxing right now. Yeah,
but we like you see, you're right, because boxing fans, they talk about you, Tank, Loma, Ryan, and Teofimo as much as anyone. But again, like we saw at 130 pounds, we never saw Tank and Loma fight. We never saw Burchelt and Farmer fight. You know, it's.
I don't think that Loma really has me on his list. I don't really think that he really I don't think that he really wants to fight me, to be honest. I don't think that it's a fight that he really is interested in. I think before he fights me, he'll go down to 130.
Fighters aren't afraid of anybody, but do you think it's a fight he doesn't want because he knows it's a difficult fight?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know why. We can only think that, you know, maybe because my style, or, you know, he knows how much skills I got. But shit, what can we say? It looks like, you know, he don't want to fight me. We got to say what it looks like, but deep down, we don't know what's in his head. But maybe, hopefully he will.
Man, it's tough, man, because, you know, people can see you're just chomping at the bit, but, you know, I can't get them to get in the ring with you.
What blows me is that they say, oh, he hasn't fought anybody, or Teofimo try to say, he hasn't fought anybody in the top 30 or the top 20.
No.
Come on now. I couldn't believe that you even let him say that. You didn't even let him say that. I haven't fought anybody in the top 20.
You see how fighters are always saying, man, these reporters, they don't respect fighters and da-da-da. You're right. All boxing fans, listen, I got to get better at that.
You gotta back it up with some facts.
No doubt.
Come on now.
No doubt. And I was
in the top 20.
Endogeny was 25-0. Burgos was 33-2 and had fought for a world title, let alone be, you know,
was 33-2.
33-2. Antonio Moran, 6-footer, 25-3.
Antonio Moran had just fought Pedraza. Pedraza was world champion in the next fight or the next fight after that.
Yeah, beat Ray Beltran and then gave Lomachenko a lot of good work, man. Went 12.
Zara Abdullah was ranked number 2.
Right.
Nobody wanted to fight Zara Abdullah.
Did he win? Shit, about my facts, you're right. But I know he had a great amateur career.
Abdulaev had the silver title.
Right.
The silver WBC belt.
And he broke his nose in 4 rounds. But with
I broke his orbital bone.
Oh, it was with that triple jab. He was hitting him with double and triple jabs and shit. But, okay, but to be fair to the other side, you could have, it's a fact that you and Teofimo could have got it on, if not up to this point, soon for the WBC title, if that's the route him and you really wanted to pursue, right? That's a fact. But
yeah, he went the opposite way. He went the IBF route.
But doesn't that make sense too?
And then I seen a.
But doesn't that make sense too?
Well, let's not act like I didn't want to fight though. It could have happened if you wanted. Listen, we know that how much the WBC belt means. If he really wanted to fight me, he could have fought me at the end of the day. Like it doesn't matter. Oh, I could have went over there. Well, I just admit that you went the easier route then. Just admit that you took the easier route. You saying it makes sense. You saying that was the easier route, right, sir?
No, I'm telling you what people are gonna be saying that
but
you could.
But you're saying that it could have been the easier route. Like that made more sense if you're trying to go the easier route, correct?
I'm
to go to IBF rate.
Well, I mean, he's going after the Lomachenko fight. You know, he's on ESPN. They both are with Top Rank, Undisputed fight, all that. But the point you are making is, if he really wanted to fight you, like you wanted to fight him, it could have happened, and it still can happen ASAP.
IBF 2. I was ranked in IBF 2.
Right. What was you ranked at that time?
I can't even tell you. I think I was like number 4. I was like number 4 or something like that. But look, let me show you. This is my youth belt. I won this in Mexico, WBC. This is my USBA, IBF, North American belt.
Right.
WBO. I won these 2 one night right here. This is my WBC international belt. So to say that I never fought nobody in the top 20 is ridiculous.
No, that's not factual. As a matter of fact, fuck that. Could look it up. Well, I mean, we already listed them. That these were undefeated guys 25-0, guys who have fought for world titles. I just know you fired up and you want to fight. But just to close, like, now you WBC champ, he's IBF. You can meet up for all the titles now, to where, you know, if he were to beat Lomachenko, and if he doesn't beat Lomachenko, then pursue the fight with Lomachenko himself.
If he doesn't beat Lomachenko, you think he's gonna want to fight me?
Oh, if he doesn't beat Lomachenko?
Say he loses, you think he's gonna want to fight me?
I don't think you want to be.
Of course, he's gonna want to fight me.
If he loses to Loma?
Yeah, of course he's gonna want to fight. Then if he loses.
I don't know, man. I'm scared. I don't know, man. I don't think I'm skeptical the fight's gonna happen at all.
Luke Campbell, he just lost to Lomachenko. His last fight, he hasn't had a tune-up fight, but he wants to fight again for the WBC title, correct? But He just lost his last fight. Wait, what belt did Luke Campbell just fight for?
He fought for the WBC, WBA.
And he wants another shot, right after.
Yeah.
Right back.
Yeah.
He almost got stopped in the fight, and he wants another shot.
Well, he's not Mauricio Suleiman though, so.
And what's crazy, he's trying to petition to get another shot at the WBC title, right?
Yeah, article came out about it today.
Listen to this. But he never petitioned when Loma, before Loma just came and they made the mandatory, right? He never petitioned to fight me though. He never petitioned, oh, it's not fair. Loma just comes out of nowhere and he gets a shot. He never said, oh, no, I want to fight Devin Haney. Right. He never said that.
Well, would you want him to be your first fight back then? Defending the title, defending the WBC title, or is it got to be Javier Fortuna?
But whoever the mandatory is.
Mm-hmm. Without.
Whoever the mandatory is.
Well, that would be hot.
That's up to the WBC to determine. That's I'm willing to fight whoever.